Okay, so we're live. Welcome everybody to this week's Azure and AI show. And this week we've got three new speakers with us. Pramod there is going to do the first one, and then we got Part is going to do the second one, and one is going to go third. And we have Dan Ray and Charity with us there over in Chicago. And
Hey, everybody.
helping out in the background is myself, Frank Falvey, then here in Cork in Ireland. And so, Armo, do you want to share your screen there with us?
Yes, sir. Yeah, one second. I'm trying.
Sure.
Screen share. No.
Yeah, so it says when you see the picture, click on the entire screen. Yeah, I got it. There
Yeah,
now.
it
Yeah,
looks like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I see it now. Yep, yep,
Okay.
yep, yep.
So, hold on. Yeah. Let me go to- So, hope you're all able to see my screen.
Yep, yep.
All right. So, my name is Pramod Ganavarpu. I work as a senior system architect for Computer Software Group. And today I would like to talk about dual roles of AI in cybersecurity and understand its impact on both defense and threats. It's not moving to the next slide. So there are two aspects of it. AI's enhanced threat detection mechanism is definitely saving us a lot of time and human resources, but there are privacy concerns involved with it because the same AI is used by attackers as well to exploit our system. So there should be balance between uh, privacy and security. AI is like a fire that can cook your food, but it can also burn your house. So we have to be cautious. So let's talk about first aspect, AI's impact on threat detection and response. So AI's threat detection mechanism or its algorithm to process large number of data is faster than any human team, and its automated response saves a lot of time and people resources. But we still need a human expert here to analyze the data, what's being detected as threat, whether it's a real threat or not, those kind of stuff. Let's talk about the second aspect of it, which is ethical considerations. Sorry. So AI's data hunger is a serious concern for privacy because users should know what's being collected by AI and why it is being collected. Security, I mean, AI developers and cybersecurity professionals play a major role in taking strong security measures and responsible use of AI. Um, AI can definitely detect a cybersecurity attack or a ransomware attack, but you still need a human to decide whether a system to be shut down or taken out of network. So effectiveness of AI-driven security tools. So AI is powerful, but it's not flawless because if you feed AI with wrong data, it means there could be wrong predictions. There is always need of user education and balance. Imagine your company's email admin has asked you to report any suspicious emails as phishing, but actual users are reporting the legitimate emails also as phish, and that means you're training the AI model to quarantine or block these legit emails also as phishing emails, and it can cause a lot of emails to be quarantined. So there is a balance between what's being trained to AI. And humans trust in AI in today's world. So many human, in today's world, a lot of people don't trust AI yet because it's still new and they're not used to it, and they are skeptical about privacy. Mm, it's like your company's AI system is scanning for phishing emails. It's a great security, but at the same time, your personal or private conversations are being monitored without your own consent. So that's why a lot of training and education is required for people to start building trust in AI, and there should be feedback mechanism after the training so that the training methodologies can be improvised and people will start using AI more and more. Future trends. AI is definitely going to lead the cybersecurity industry for threat detection and because of its automated response system. But as I said before, critical human oversight is still critical here because humans are the one who are going to decide whether to quarantine an email, shut down a system, or block a network, or any kind of decision is still made by the humans. And AI is not going to take our jobs. It's actually you need a lot of human workforce here because the decision power is in humans' hands, and that's why. So we should be start trusting AI, and we should be, um, uh, using more and more AI for our regular work. Case studies. So, a recent CloudStrike update has caused a global systems outage in many locations because of a wrong AI threat detection rule that has caused this outage, and because it was not tested properly. So the limitations here is like your you should train your models and you should always test them before implementing. So there is a need of proper testing, and the more you train these AI models, the more they'll be trustworthy. So again, the same thing I would say, like humans are accountable to train these systems and make use of these AI models. So conclusion here is like AI is a friend or foe. So in my opinion, AI is a threat and also an enabler. It all depends on how responsibly you are using it and what you are feeding to it. Based on that, because it's still AI, it's still a system, and like any other technology, it's not good or bad. It's about how responsibly you are using it, and there is always a need of human and AI collaboration to for more and more success, and more education or more training is required for end users to start using AI. With that, I conclude my presentation and thank you for joining.
Very good. There's a lot of kind of stuff with the cybersecurity at the moment. As you said, cloud strike there took down a lot of people.
I think yeah, I did stop it.
Yeah, you did, yeah. So we don't have any questions from the audience there, but I just have one myself there. You know, when you say like AI is early stages yet, like people are afraid of it, or people think it's good. Some say good and some say bad and whatever. But do you know when people are blocking emails, you know, if the AI is blocking emails coming in and the good ones. But I suppose eventually there will be a big database built up of all the good ones and bad ones, and you know, with any antivirus, that will come in time. But it is definitely, you know, the way you might get a phishing email there now, and it might actually look like a real email, and they might be just one dot or a comma, and it's very hard to see it with the naked eye, isn't it? But AI will actually detect that better than what humans would.
Yep.
Yeah.
So recently, I've seen like one of my friend forwarded it. So there is an email address that has like no reply at the rate RN. I see Microsoft is written like first M instead of M, they're written like RN. So they look like M. If you closely don't look at it, it's actually RN. It's not a valid domain. So yeah, I mean that's why like human vigilance is always required to understand these emails, or I mean whatever kind of phishing is happening. Um, yeah, but AI's faster detection or is actually helping us. That's what I mean.
Yeah, definitely. Like when you visualize the R and the N together, it
Yeah.
definitely looks like an M. Yeah, that's a very good example of it there. Yeah, yeah, very good. Any recommendations? Any courses that's there to take for the AI cybersecurity? Any recommendations?
Uh, are you asking me?
Yeah, yeah. Any ones you recommend? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it all the Microsoft ones that you do yourself?
Um, so the AI models actually use Copilot for work because I think instead of Microsoft does not actually store our personal data, and I think it's more trustworthy compared to any other like AI models like ChatGPT or any other models that are available in market. So I mean that's the feedback that I've got. We don't know like what's behind the scenes, but that's the confidence they are giving us with the license that we are buying. Um, yeah. Other than that,
Yeah, like people have been using Microsoft for years and they trust it for their Word and their Outlook, and yes, so they're using a responsible AI model. So
yes.
yeah, people could trust it. Yeah, and yeah, that's very good. So who have we next? Part, do you want
Hello.
to
Hi.
share your screen with us there?
Yep. Yep. I hope you can hear
Yeah,
me all right.
yeah, perfect.
Okay.
So
I'll start. I'll share my screen. I'll start right away.
yeah, very good. So you just click on share screen and then you click on
Yep.
entire device, and I'll put it up then as I see it here on my end. Yeah, there we have it there. Yeah, spec driven development with
Yep.
spec versus Visual Studio Code. Yeah, very good.
So my name's Parth Chauhan, and I am a computer engineer. Later, after graduation, I got certified by Microsoft for DP 600 and DP 700, and I'm really passionate about the whole Microsoft ecosystem and everything data related. Again, I like to keep up with uh, latest technology. I like to keep up with the market trends. So while exploring surfing over the internet, I came across uh, this toolkit which is called as Specify or SpecKit, which enables the users to uh, develop software based on a certain specification. So, and I plan to uh, show the power of GitHub Copilot and the agent mode that has been recently added, and how it can help us as IT people to uh, you know do more. So what exactly is spec driven development? It is a contract first design approach. So think of it like uh, whenever, suppose we want to build a house, we won't start uh, right away by pouring concrete. We'll first start developing a blueprint, and then all the parties have to uh, communicate clearly about uh, what the final product should look like. And spec driven development does the same. Firstly, the blueprint has to be specified, and it ensures that the blueprint, that is the specifications, act as a single source of truth, and it acts as a context store for the AI agents, so that the agents know all the context that needs to be used for the development. This way, the agents can remain grounded, and uh, there will be very less hallucinations. This way, the primary goal of the user is only to specify the intent, and the AI agent takes care of the coding part. It does the writing by itself. We just have to specify the our intention to it. Again, I'll soon show the demo related to APIs, and why this spec driven development matters in the ecosystem is because it can be easily used to develop APIs, which are the APIs are the backbone of data, AI, and integration layers. And Also, lately, model context protocol has been gaining a lot of traction, and it heavily relies on API contracts. Also, this increased traction has resulted in a lot of uh, new tools and technologies coming, and the spec driven development helps us to standardize everything. So this is the spec kit. Uh, it This spec kit was a open source toolkit that was developed by a person called uh, Den Delimarsky from Microsoft, and It it primarily uses VS Code and the GitHub Copilot coding agent to work. Uh, then I'll I'll try to show you guys the demo. Just give me a second. Spec starts from here. So what you are supposed to do is there are some prerequisites. You're firstly you'll have to install VS Code, and then you'll have uh, GitHub Copilot. You'll have to have that enabled. Uh, so the this GitHub repository is pretty much self-explanatory, and for installing, you just have to copy paste these, and let me just I've already installed it.
So we can't see your screen there now, Bart. Yeah, we can see it again now. Yeah, yeah. So maybe when you're doing the demo, if you just turn your camera off so that the bandwidth will be
Yeah.
better. Yeah. Can you hear me there, Bart? Yeah, we can see your screen, but we can't hear you.
Apologies.
Yeah. So if you could just turn off your camera, okay, it will help your bandwidth.
Okay.
Yeah, while you're doing the demo.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do the same.
Yeah. That'll be better now.
So
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear you a lot better now. That's better.
right after you start, uh, okay. So right after you follow the instructions that are on the GitHub, uh, after installing, you can run this specify command to check if it has been installed in your system. And like you see, this was the output, and it has been the spec kit has been successfully installed in it. Now the important thing is uh, after installing, we have to initialize a repository, specify in it, and followed by the project name. So let's just name it project one. uh, then it asks you to choose a AI assistant, and you can choose one of these three. I'm going to continue with GitHub Copilot. And now I'm required to go to this directory. And by the way, the most important thing over here is the chat window, and we'll be using this uh, GitHub Copilot chat window to do everything. And currently, as you can see, there are no options here. Even if I say /specify, it won't show me anything, just because we are not in the correct location as of now. And we'll have to go in the directory where we initialized the spec kit, and I'm going to do the same. Which had just made. You can see uh, there are there have been some activities which are happening in the background.
So are they examples of what you could run in your
It
code?
it quit unexpectedly. I uh, Anyways, I had already prepared for this demo. Like I have got some recorded videos also. So I'm just gonna uh, touch up on it in high level, and then I'll try to explain through these videos.
And if you could share a link to where you have the videos, if they're on YouTube, and we can share them on our site.
Try to explain these videos.
Okay.
So the first, right after the initialization of the directory, uh, you are you are required to give a constitution to the agent, which is done using which is done using
It looks like you might be after freezing there, part. If you can hear me, if you just log back out and log back in again to reset. So we just give him a couple of seconds there to log back in. So Juan, if you were ready,
I am.
yeah, you can present your screen, and we'll see if Park can log back on again. He can finish it when you're
Absolutely.
when you're done.
Yeah.
So
Thank you. Let
yeah,
me know if you can see my screen.
I can see your screen. There you go.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity. And today I'm going to be talking about Copilot Studio and how you can create agents with Copilot Studio. My name is Juan Vasquez, and I am a Microsoft certified trainer, also an advanced contributor at the Power Up program from Microsoft. And I have some certifications for Power Platform as a consultant, developer, architect. And yeah, well, basically today we're going to be talking about Copilot Studio, how we can create agents and how we can add knowledge and add other tools to integrate our agent with databases like the Dataverse and other sources. So basically, probably most of us or all of you have been seeing this slide really often because it's basically how Power Platform uh, has all these products or all it's a suite of products that basically allow you to create applications or to create Power Automate flows and also how you can create agents. So it's really, really, even if you're not a developer, you can create solutions with this Power Platform and then all the products. Okay, so uh, today we're gonna work specifically with Copilot Studio, but also we also see how integrate Power Automate flows and how we can connect these flows and agents to Dataverse, basically the database from Power Platform. Okay. Hey, it's great to see Hakan here. How are you, my friend? We met at the MCT Summit this year, so it's great to see you. Thank you. So what is Copilot Studio? Basically, Copilot Studio allows you to create your own agents, right? So you can create these agents with your knowledge, and you can add your own tables and integrate this agent with a database or cloud flows. So basically, an agent is or a copilot is the UI for the artificial intelligence, right? Because it will use artificial intelligence to orchestrate how the agent works with the user, right? So that's basically what an agent is is a software that allow us to automate and execute business processes. Okay, this agent can be working with people or actually can be triggered automatically, right? Because if you receive an email, you can respond to that specific email by sending information. So that's basically what you need to define. If this is going to be an agent that will be talking to the users or probably will be responding to specific actions, right? And then once you create this agent, you will be able to add knowledge or add different tools so the agent can respond or execute these tasks and processes. Okay, so basically we have different type of agents. The most basic agent is the retrieval agent, right? So that's a very basic agent that probably it just responds to specific questions about different policies across the company, like vacation policies, HR policies in general, or probably I don't know, probably you add a table from a database table and from a database, and then it will respond to the question of the user based on that specific data. That's the most basic agent. And then you also have task based agents where the agent probably, if someone asks to, but for vacations, and the agent will ask, okay, when do you want to start your vacations and when it will finish? And then it will probably insert a record in a table, and then that will create those specific information at the table. And the other agent that is probably the most advanced is the autonomous agents. Okay, this is an agent, a special agent that probably doesn't have a UI, right? Doesn't have like a chat window where the user talks to the agent, but basically, instead of that, it will respond to specific actions. Say you, instead of the user asking vacations on the chat window, probably it will send an email. And then with AI, the agent will trigger an action, pull the data from the email body, and then it will create the record in the database, and then will reply the email to the user. So that's automatically done, and that is basically what an autonomous agent is, right? So the most basic agent is basically when you just give knowledge to your agent. So I'm going to create an agent here. So here I have a Power Apps environment. I can go to my solutions. I already have a table or so a few tables here in this solution. It's basically for training registration, right? You have a product, you have the trainings, and this is a solution just that I created just for the demos. And here I have an application where you can create new events, like, hey, I want to deliver a Power BI training, and then this will be Power BI for Excel users, and the price, say, is going to be 200, right, or whatever. So, and the start date for the training will be November 24, and it's scheduled. So when I click save, it's basically a system that, or an application that has a few tables in Dataverse. But when you create an agent, what you need to do here is you need to go to your solution, and then you have your tables, and here you can create an agent, right? Basically, it will take you to Copilot Studio. When you create the agent, you hit new agent, and then with AI, you can start creating your agent. All you need to do is start describing what this agent is going to do and how it will behave, right? So here, I'm going to say, okay, I need to create an agent to help me answering questions about my trainings, about my courses, and about my experience. My name is Juan Vasquez because I'm using this on my website. So when I enter this information, I can just click here, send, and the agent and Copilot Studio will start creating my agent for me, right? And then once we do that, it will start having a conversation with you, and it will suggest a name for your agent. So, okay, I want to add knowledge about my certifications and applied skills, about my experience. And then the agent probably will ask you about what is the agent name, or will suggest a name for your agent, right? So once you do that, you can change the name. Can you name Juan's helper? Can you name the agent? Okay, and it would basically start creating. Actually, it changed the name of my agent here because Copilot is helping you to create this agent right now. If when you're ready, you can actually just click create, and then you can start configuring that agent in more detail. Actually, it's really interesting because Microsoft just changed the Copilot Studio agent. I just learned that this week on the Power Platform conference, and yeah, so probably it's not that blue logo that we had before. It changed a bit. Okay, now when you have this agent, basically it will have automatically uh, the instructions here, and then you can make changes to that agent. But then the first thing you want to do is add knowledge. Like here you can add different probably PDF documents, or probably your website address. So here what you can do here is you can just upload the file, right? Like if I have my transcript here with my certifications, I can add it to my agent, right? And it will take a few minutes to learn about that information, and it will be able to answer questions about my certifications. Usually takes a few minutes with PDF, but you can also add uh, Dataverse tables. So if I have the events table, and I look for that table here. This is my event table where I register the trainings that I'm going to be delivering. You can just add the table to the agent, and then it will be able to answer which trainings I have available, when will the trainings start, and all that information. Also, if I have my website with a specific information about me, you can just go to the knowledge again, and then what is it? Okay, so here it is. Second. So you can go to knowledge, and then just add that URL, right? Like add knowledge, public website, and then just click. Uh, I already created an agent here. That's why I already have this website here, because it will take a few minutes. So since we don't have that much time, I already created the agent, but basically it's the same. So if I have asked questions about who is, like, let me refresh my agent, who is Juan Vasquez, it will look at the knowledge bases, and then it will respond to the user, right? So here it's looking through the PDF, through my website, and the table, and it will start looking for information uh, about Juan Vasquez in this case, right? So I get this information, taking a few seconds. Okay, so it took this information from my website, okay, from the URL that I added. But also, if I look and I ask, hey, can you give me a list of applied skills that Juan holds? It will look in all the knowledge, and it will answer questions about this specific, or it will respond to this question, right? So once, it will take a few minutes. So here it is. This information is not taken from my website, but instead is being taken from my applied skill, from my transcript from Microsoft, and then I will be able to, or the agent will be able to respond to that question. Now, if I ask questions like, give me a list of events, for instance, uh, if we go to the table with the events, I can ask questions about it. Okay, give me a list of events, include the event number, the training name, start date, and price. So it will start looking for information. Let's see, it sometimes takes a while to understand the knowledge, and let's see if this specific is okay. 1 second. Sometimes it's about the prompt, right? Give me a list of scheduled events, include the event number. 1 second, I should have this here. Yeah. Let's see. So it's looking through the information. Yeah, there it is. So sometimes it's really important to understand the AI is not perfect, right? It's all about how you ask questions. And here, as you can see, we have all these events that basically are being retrieved from the database table. So something that is very, very important is that when you add a knowledge, like I added the table here, it's important that you go to the configuration and then start adding synonyms to your columns, right? Because it's really, really important that if, for instance, I have the training name here. So if you have the training name here, probably the user will be asking for the course name. And then you can add synonyms to this, and or probably workshop name. So it's really, really important that we help the agent and the knowledge. We help the agent to understand the user language, right? Because probably I created the table with my own definitions, but probably the users know different pieces of information in a different way. So it's really, really important that we do that. Now, also, it's really important that you can add the agent other tools. Like recently, we have the model context protocol that you can add servers, and the agent will be able to insert records in the tables or create tables for you. That's something that you can do or add to your server, or probably you can add specific topics like, hey, see, if a user wants to register for a training, I want to create a new topic, training registration, and then with Copilot, you can tell the agent what is the information that we need for the user to register to the event. So if I go to my table and I find here that I need the full name, I need the event ID. Actually, this is a lookup column, basically a relationship, and then the email, the phone number, and the comment. So you can add that to your agent as a topic. And the topic is basically training registration. So you can say, hey, when a user wants to register for a course or a training, ask the user the full name, the phone number, the email address, and the comments. Okay, so when we hit create here, basically, instead of doing this manually, like adding all the steps manually, Copilot will help us create this topic for us, right? So as we can see here, it automatically says, okay, this topic will handle queries like register for training, sign up for training, and it will start adding the questions that we describe to the user. And that's great because it doesn't take much time for us to do so. So if I click save, and then I just click, hey, I want to register for a training, the agent should be able to automatically understand what I'm trying to do, right? But what is my full name? Okay, my name is Juan Vasquez. So what is the phone number? Your email address, right? And any comments? I want to pay in cash, right? So that is basically something that Copilot created automatically for us. Now, I think we're running out of time, but the other thing is that once you have this topic here, you can also go there and then instead of just grabbing the information and saving it into variables, you can actually add a workflow from Power Automate here, like, hey, I need to add a tool or an action, and then here you can add here a tool, and then you can add like, hey, I want to add this user registration flow that I already created for it, and then I can map the variables to this. Actually, I forgot the event number, but let's say we ask, and I can type this manually like here, and then I can add the variables that I saved here, like the full name, the email, and then the phone number, and finally the comment. So I forgot to ask about the event number. If I did that, I can go to the top and then add a question, an additional question. Ask a question, and then you can create this, what is the event number, right? And here you can change actually the type of questions, right? Users and type response. And finally, you can rename the variable, right? Like, okay, I want this to be event number. And then I can go all the way down to my flow, to my topic. And here I can delete this fixed value and change for the variable, right? Event number. So that's how it works. And then you can create flows and create all that. So that's how an agent is created. But also, just to finish this, you can also create autonomous agents. The main difference with an autonomous agent is that when you don't want this agent to or you want this agent to automatically handle customer requests, you can go to the overview here, and then you can add triggers, right? Hey, I want a trigger. What the trigger does is basically you can define that when you get an email, when a new mail arrives, you click next, and then you define what is the properties for this trigger, okay? So when a new mail arrives, or what is the trigger next, it will automatically create a Power Automate flow, a new registration request. Click next. And then you say, hey, when the subject is course registration, create the trigger, right? And that will create start creating an autonomous agent, right? And basically you will be able to handle the body of the email and grab the information. I want to register for this training, and then you can call a Power Automate flow and create that registration. So that's basically what I wanted to show you today. Basically, how the agents work and how you can create conversational agents and also autonomous agents, right? Frank?
Very good. And we had Hark in there on the side. You've seen him earlier. He's thanking you for an interesting and valuable session, one.
Thank you, Gabriel. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, great presentation. I've been doing some of the Copilot Studio stuff myself over the last couple of months.
Okay.
Very exciting stuff.
Yeah, actually, there are a lot of new features coming in the or that are already in the for the Copilot Studio, like computer use, where you can actually execute probably or access a website and something similar like robotic process automation, and you can add credentials and stuff. It's really, really interesting.
Okay, have you got any information on that or any link to it that we can
I will share 1 second. Yeah, this was 1 second. Let me look for it.
I would definitely be interested in that myself.
Yeah, it's really, really interesting.
Yeah.
And you don't need you don't need, like when you are using Power Automate Desktop, where basically you need to have a computer. In this case, you don't need a computer because it will be basically infrastructure from Microsoft. It will open a browser, so you don't need to have a computer for that. So let me share the link. Right, here it is. So I'll send that into the private chat so you can share.
Okay, and I can actually put it up on the screen for people. 2 seconds. I can put a banner across the bottom of the screen. 2 seconds. Okay, so that's coming across the bottom there. It's Microsoft Learn, Copilot Studio, computer use.
Computer use, yeah. It's really interesting.
Very good. And there is some courses coming up in the future as well for the Copilot Studio. They've kind of broken it into 3 different courses.
Well, basically, I haven't seen any specific training. What I can tell you is that there are different trainings from Microsoft. Like you can look for Agent in a Day. That's one of the trainings that I always recommend. You can learn with the Microsoft partners how you can create an agent. It's a full day training, and it's free. So just look for Agent in a Day, and it's a really good option. Thank you, Dan. Thank you for the opportunity.
Very good one, and very great presentation again.
Thank you.
And demo, everything worked perfect. You know, these live demos, they can go sideways.
Yeah,
Yeah. Very good.
Dangerous sport, right?
Yeah. So that was great, and great to have the 3 speakers on, Armand and Part. Thanks again for great presentation, and thanks for joining us again this week. And guys, if you need to do any more talks, reach out to me. Anybody, I'll be putting up session aids again for January and February soon for speakers. And
Absolutely.
like to congratulate all the new MVPs today as well. One of my nominations, Bart Pasmas from the Netherlands, he got his MVP today, so in PowerShell. So congrats again,
Awesome.
Bart. Very good. So we're up on the hour, so thanks everyone again for joining us, and we'll be back here again next week with 3 new speakers. And we've got Dan there is putting up a LOL. Thanks. Why I take screenshots and record videos. But it was very good, Dan. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
See you soon.
Okay, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.